Hi guys, I just want to talk to you about how Abraham took Isaac up on the mountain to sacrifice because the Lord told him so. When I went to church Sunday, the pastor where I go, my pastor, he preached about the same thing, and he said that he knew. He even told Isaac when I read it to you guys. He said God would provide the lamb for us to sacrifice. He said, "Don't worry, son. God will provide the lamb." And his faith was just like that. And he went on about doing what he was told to do. And a lamb was provided, you know. So, my main point is sometimes you are searching for something in place of what you have. It could be something better, it could be just something that he give you in place of something. You know what I'm saying? But the faith is where the miracle works because the miracle is Jesus Christ. When you believing on Jesus for this or you believe in him for that, and you're asking him for various things, and it comes to pass, every time it's a miracle. It's like a special thing. But yet and still, when people get this special thing that they've been waiting, in expectation, be in expectation of something. Like if you pray for a family member, you're expecting to hear good news. And you say you're going to get good news when you go to the doctor when this happened or when that happened. Because they're all upset about it. You said the devil make them upset. Don't be upset. I'm going to pray for you. You're going to have a good outcome. And so you're expecting a good outcome. And when you hear the good outcome, you say, "I know God's going to do it. I know He's going to do it." So that's why you went there in the first place for the prayer. So I'm going to be reading, not today, but I'm going to be reading probably tomorrow about a little bit more about faith because the Lord did a lot of things, and He did a lot of things like healing and miracles. But it was also about what He was doing, but it was also about the people, how they believed by faith. And so this is why the thing happened because they had such great faith that this was going to happen for them, that Jesus was going to do this for them. And they believed that he was sent as the Son of God because they kept saying, "How can this man heal a blind man? How can he raise a blind man from the dead? How can he do all of these things? How can he heal a woman with issue of blood? How can he do all these things?" They kept saying. And so the priests in the synagogue were not trying to believe in him because they were still stuck on believing Moses in the Old Testament, because this was a New Testament time, but it was a beginning where things were beginning to come into view. They were changing, things were changing. So they were set in their old ways and they were not going to believe in him. But anyway, we're going to be reading some more about faith tomorrow. And, just think about it. When there's a ram in a bush, when there is some way provided in the place of something else that you have, or, you get something unexpected because you was waiting and you prayed on it. And, it may not be what you thought, but it could be something better if you just pray, and it came from God. You say, "Oh, thank you, Lord. I knew you was going to come through for me." He do it every time. Every time you pray, he provide you a ram in the bush every time. Anyway, I'm going to talk some more about faith tomorrow. Have a good evening.